Hello, I'm Captain Gamer, and let's play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge. You've read the title of the video, and let's get to it. But first, a brief rundown of the stats. There is a more extensive rundown of the stats in my Ruby Weapon Takedown video, which is the previous episode. I suggest you watch that because it is also very good. The team I'm rolling is Cloud, Barret, and Hipster Red 13, aka Nanaki. All of their stats are maxed, which is massive overkill considering their ultimate weapons. Speaking of which, their equipment includes their ultimate weapons. The Misstyle Armor, which gives us extra dodging ability, and the Ribbon. There are probably more suitable accessories for my characters to wear, but I just like to use the Ribbon, because when you see all these characters, you think frilly pink headwear. For my Materia, I just have enemy skill and double cut on Cloud. Same thing on Barret, but his missing score is loaded up with W item, the highest AP Materia in a Command Materia challenge. And Nanaki is rolling the same thing with an additional Mime. Last time, Barret got to have his glory, assert his dominance. Now it's Nanaki's turn to assert and give out some Cosmo Canyon hospitality. Also notice that the limits are not all 4. Cloud's Omni Slash is boss. Barret uses Ongar Max, and Nanaki is limit level 2, so he can use his Stardust Ray. And we are going to see just how effective this strategy is when we go down there. Kit, you stay here. We don't want anything getting in the way of the Emerald Weapon fight. We want Emerald Weapon to stand a chance, I hope you can understand. We will be back once we have that Earth Harp. Tally-ho! Alright, where is Emerald Weapon hiding? Oh, I see your jet stream, Emerald Weapon. I see your jet stream. I'm not really sure what happens with Emerald Weapon, what determines where it pops. I think Emerald Weapon stays in this sort of triad area between the 3 continents. And Emerald Weapon might also spawn right over here, Emerald Weapon's impact crater, where it came out of the Earth, or the planet, whatever you call it. Interestingly enough, Emerald Weapon also spawns directly in front of the Sunken Galnica, so if you come out of the Sunken Galnica one time, all of a sudden just Emerald Weapon is camping out there going, "Hi guys!" Well, let's just go ahead and swim alongside with Emerald Weapon, do a little training, and oh my... Whoa! Gotta love that for giving hit detection on Emerald Weapon. Okay, this is boring. Let's just get on with it. Battle cry, go! Applejack! So, guys, how long can you hold your breath? 20 minutes? Okay, that ought to be enough. So, first off, we are going to give ourselves a little bit of White Wind, so our HP is nice and full. We want to last as long as possible, while Nanaki just utterly face rolls his limit breaks. Look at this damage. BAM! Look at all that. And then, we'll just have Nanaki use Mime to use it again! Ha ha! No waiting for limit breaks or taking all that damage necessary. Anyways, we're going to use an Elixir or a Spiderweb because Cloud is in his ouchie area there. The real crux, the real selling point of this strategy is to get your limit breaks. And the Spiderweb, we toss it at Emerald Weapon, so it will get slowed down. Now, if you'll see there, we've got Emerald Weapon summoned a bunch of things on its shoulders. Those things are called eyes. There are yellow and there are blue varieties. The yellow ones take down your MP levels by a certain percentage. The blue ones take down your HP by a certain percentage. And you'll want at least one limit break available, because when those things spawn, they're going to wreck you. Not unlike the crystals from the Culex boss fight in Super Mario RPG. So, in the same vein, they are not unlike Ruby Weapon's tentacles. Whereas, Emerald Weapon has 1 million HP, the eyes don't have so much. So, once they spawn, you just roll off your limit breaks in hopes of just taking down 1, 2, or more of them. And I have all my characters inflicted with the Fury status condition, so that they are able to gain their limit breaks as soon as possible. Because you really want all of your characters ready and willing to use White Wind or some other form of healing at a moment's notice. And then once you do that, once you get a character up to limit break, then you can just have them roll that limit break and deal massive damage to Emerald Weapon. As you can see, our limit breaks are doing a ton more damage than they did to the Ruby Weapon. And this is because Ruby Weapon had a massive 480 defense power. Meanwhile, Emerald Weapon only has 140 defensive power. So, we are able to employ a better strategy that isn't reliant on face-rolling Barrett's ridiculous amounts of attack power by loading down his missing score. You might think that using defensive measures like Big Guard would be helpful in this boss fight, but it sort of turns out that taking less damage does not help you get to your limit break faster, because look at this. If I took half the damage from that, then I wouldn't have all my characters ready and able to use their limit breaks, and then I wouldn't be killing off the eyes so fast, and I would be having a really bad time. So there's the yellow eye attacking Barrett's MP, and then Cloud uses a Mega Elixir to recover us, and we're right back to using Naniki's Stardust Ray. Now, Ungarmax has a really gimped attack power compared to Barrett's regular attacking capability, and Omni Slash is probably our most damaging limit break in this whole arrangement, but it has a really lengthy animation, and since we only have 20 minutes to take Emerald Weapon down, the quicker we can deal our damage, the better. And you can see right here that Stardust Ray has a very brief animation. 1 million HP, that's not exactly a really small number. So we are just gonna have to keep on mimicking that Stardust Ray and using either White Winds or Mega Elixirs to keep our HP up. Is Cloud going to fall down? No, he will not, because he is one lucky son of a soldier. Well, I don't know if he's that actual son of a soldier, now that the eyes have been summoned, and we have the Emerald Beam cometh. Let's go ahead, take the preventative measures to take those eyes down, heal our HP up, and once again they go on the offensive, because check that out, Aniki already has Limit Break. By the way, there is a piece of Emerald Weapon fan art somewhere on the internet which depicts the eyes as actual eyes. It's actually awesomely disturbing. I'm sure if you go on DeviantArt and type in Emerald Weapon, then you're going to feast your eyes on that particular piece of fan art. It actually is very well done. So, that is my recommendation for you. Omni Slashing Emerald Weapon, poking out its eyes, quite literally. And is it done? No. The funny thing about Emerald Weapon is when it does this animation, it groans and it shifts into default mode. It actually uses up one of its turns. So you can just move ahead and do your next attack, while Emerald Weapon doesn't do an Emerald Shoot or an Emerald Beam. And there it's up to Limit Break already. We are prepared for when the eyes arrive again. If the eyes arrive again. Nope. We're gonna be seeing more eyes. Oh, ha ha ha! You saw that, right? I'm sorry for the menu there blocking it off, but Emerald Weapon actually missed with all three of those melee attempts. Are you gonna do shoot? Yes, you are going to do shoot. Let's just spread around the Mega Elixir love. And we don't even need to mime it, because look at that, Stardust Ray is all ready to go. The reason why Emerald Weapon missed with the stamp attack was because we have our... there's the Emerald Beam, one more Mega Elixir to go around. The reason why Emerald Weapon missed is because I have my Dexterity maxed out on all my characters, and, at least I think that... no, wait, no. I think that just affects... I don't know. The Mistile. The Mistile is our real saving grace in this fight. Ooh, only 2 eyes taken down. Good thing I have Cloud set up to use that Mega Elixir. So, as you can see, having these eyes around... I mean, Emerald Weapon just wrecked our HP levels without any chance for recourse. If we didn't use that Mega Elixir to heal ourselves, then we would have had a really rough time going ahead. We would have just been Emerald shot into submission. Alright, Nanaki, I can feel this. This is the final hit. Use Stardust Ray! Ba-na, na-na-na-na! And there we go! Emerald Weapon is now sleeping with the fishes, / feeding the fishes. I don't know how you put that through. But we have nothing to really get experience or AP for. But we do have the Earth Harp. The Earth Harp is item number 2 for the Calm Traveler. Technically, it's item number 3, I believe. And just one thing that really feels good about defeating Emerald Weapon, now the seas are completely calm and complacent. You have nothing to fear from the underwater, unless this were some sort of Final Fantasy VII creepypasta. I don't really know where I'm going with that. Although, I hope someday I have enough clout on the internet where I would just make some sort of offhand comment and breed some sort of Final Fantasy VII creepypasta. Anyway, that about wraps up the Emerald Weapon portion of this video, and that's all you came for. Then you can just stop the video right now. But not before you leave a like and maybe a comment on this video. Maybe share it around. You won't regret it. And if you want to see the end of Final Fantasy VII, that's coming in the next episode, so hit that subscribe button. For everybody else who stayed for the Let's Play, hey, how you doing? That's crazy, huh? Just running over and just slapping Emerald Weapon silly. So, by the way, to answer somebody's question from the last video... Haha, you can't catch me, Migarzalam. Oh wait, yes you can. Alright, let's go. By the way, I don't think I ever showed this off. You're riding a Chocobo. You go over to the High Wind, click on the High Wind. Oh my, you're actually in the High Wind. And if you use the menu button to start moving around inside the High Wind, you can go down here, across this bridge, up over here, hi Yuffie, past the operation room, into the Chocobo stable. And inside the Chocobo stable, it is Kitone herself. Hi there! And she does a dance for us whenever we talk to her. That is utterly fantastic. Sir, that's a good Chocobo. Good Chocobo. How about great Chocobo? Actually, funny we should talk about good and great Chocobos, because Chocobos actually are separated out by good, great, and wonderful quality. Those qualities refer to their abilities in Chocobo racing, and I still love the fully fledged pilot, starting from the rookie pilot, who's just like, no! Alright, go on. Anyways, even though I just love riding on a Chocobo, it really is faster to go on the high wind. Actually, next to the high wind, I've got a Chocobo. We have another place to go to. Hey, Megar's alarm. Neener, neener. We have one more thing to do before we actually head off to other things. And that is the third item that the Calm Traveler has. Or at least what he wanted. He wanted the... Ha! We're actually on top of Janun. Okay, focus. The Calm Traveler wanted a guidebook. And I know exactly where to get the guidebook, because I've read the instruction book. Or something. We'll be back. Here we are in the underwater reactor at Janun. I want to just get into fights here to find a certain enemy. This guy! The ghost ship. Barrett, more of that ghost ship. I have no idea what happened to the guidebook, where it would transform into a ghost ship, or why a specter that looks like a ship turns into a guidebook. By the way, I recommend that you do this on your first time down, because it was a lengthy walk over here. Alright, back to Calm. So, we have some gifts for you. Oh, it's the Earth Harp. Want to trade it for some Master Materia? Master Materia? Make it sound like trading cards. I'm not being stingy either. I'll give you all 3 of them. How about it? Oh, absolutely. Okay then, it's a done deal. So, Master Materia is what exactly you're referring to? Okay. Those are real materia. It's a 3-piece Master Materia set, and it's all yours. I'm kind of skeptical. Master Summon Materia, Master Magic Materia, and last and certainly not least, Master Command Materia. My goodness, let's take a look at these Master Materias. The Master Materia pretty much is exactly what it says on the tin. The Master Summon Materia gives you access to every single summon spell in the game. Master Magic does the same for all of the magic, and I believe this can be linked up to other materia for devastating results. And the Master Command Materia, well, let's just show you. Take off all of our command materia, equip Master Command, and look at all of those commands. One materia gives Cloud access to all of that, and if you don't know what I'm looking at, it's the command menu right next to all those 255s and above the weapon name. Attack, Steal, Sense, Item, Coin, Morph, Death Blow, Manipulate, and Mime. Interestingly enough, it chooses Steal instead of Mug, and Coin instead of Throw. That's rather inconsistent. But that is what the Master Materia does. Interestingly enough, no enemy skill. I mean, I guess it can't be all that perfect. But anyways, we still have the guidebook to give you. Oh, it's the guidebook! Want to trade it for this underwater materia? How about it? Underwater materia? What is the underwater materia? We are about to find out as he goes over to his treasure chest there. I mean, it's probably more of a treasure drawer. Go on, it's yours. Guess it's time to go on a journey for the souls of my departed friends. Yeah, well, Yeah, I've literally given him all he ever needed, so he's off on a fantastic journey. Godspeed. Godspeed. So the underwater materia, the underwater materia is a pink materia, I can see. Underwater breathing. So then, I really didn't need to have you guys hold your breath for those 20 minutes. I could have just given you this, and you could have battled Emerald Weapon in peace. But it's pink materia, so that's why we didn't use it. We all came out just fine in the end, didn't we? And thus concludes all of the side content of Final Fantasy VII, save for Chocobo breeding and Chocobo racing, because I've briefly touched on other things like the battle square things in the gold saucer, got the limit breaks, got all the secret items, all that good stuff. But I guess it's worth going over briefly how you breed a Chocobo, by the way. When you want to return a Chocobo to the stable, you just run right into the Chocobo Ranch. And we get to see our lovely Ketone back in her stable. Fantastic. Anyways, we are going to keep her right there, because I have just now decided I'm going to put her through Chocobo Racing. So we are going to use the High Wind, because she needs to stay in her stable for this. The way you breed a Chocobo is in several locations around the world, you're going to find Chocobo tracks. Let me see if I can find any around here. I believe there are some Chocobo tracks on the third continent right here. You're going to find Chocobo tracks. You equip the Chocobo lure that you get from the ranch hands over at the Chocobo place. And you enter a battle where there is a Chocobo present. Hello, I don't think we've ever gone here before. I'm gonna let myself get distracted. It's a green Chocobo! Hi there! Oracle, what the? Received enemy skill materia. Oh right, there are 4 enemy skills in this game! Oh man. Yep. So, here's a 4th enemy skill, completely blank and waiting to be filled up, except like heck am I gonna go through all that effort. I already have 3 enemy skills that I'll need throughout the entire game. So, where are we anyway? We are in the Mystery House. That says a lot. Hello, sir. Oh look, it's Num Nums from the Temple of the Ancients. Except he doesn't Num Num, he actually speaks. Ho ho! It's unusual for people to come to such an out-of-the-way place. I'll say, there is pretty much no way to get here other than by air. I can't remember how many years it's been since the last person came. Who are you? Good question, Cloud. Me? I don't know. You don't know who you are? It's been a while since I gave it any thought. What kind of life do you lead? Wonder what they used to call me. What who used to call you? Oh yeah! They used to call me the Chocobo Sage. That's right. Right, that was it. The Chocobo Sage. No one would forget that. I mean, you have a Chocobo right over there. Now, what can I do for you? And that's pretty much it for the Chocobo Sage's story. Let's ask him about the Chocobo. That Chocobo? Well, that one is... let's see now, I don't quite remember. Running gag. And, that's it. What happens if we ask about it again? You remember something? He doesn't quite remember. I think there's some criteria to make him remember something, but I'll tell you everything you need. I'll be your Chocobo Sage. So, we got nuts. Nuts are used to breed Chocobos. I'll go over that later. We got Silka Screens, and we got Reagan greens, I guess. What we want is to get as many Silkus greens as possible. With all this gil, it doesn't really matter how many I get. Thank you for the Silkus greens, Chocobos Sage. And yeah, note about my time and money. I really did spend, I don't know, 60 plus real-world hours level grinding in the Sunken Galnica. I don't advise it, honestly. But if you want your stats maxed, that's how you do it. And that's why it took so long to get these episodes out, because I encountered a ton of burnout, and also because I'm off job searching. I need a day job, you know. But we go over to Chocobilly, we feed Chocobos. We will feed these Silkus greens to Kitone. And I completely forgot that we have to change our configuration to default, otherwise the Chocobo Select screen does not work properly. Feed Chocobos! Silkus greens! On Kitone, we actually have to go all the way up to 99 manually. Anyways, yes, the game does not expect you to have so much gil and to spend so much time playing it, so you probably saw on the save select screen that my gil amount was actually glitched. I assure you that's only because I have so much gil that the game doesn't know how to show it on the save select screen, and the time does overclock. Like, it doesn't overclock, it just remains at 100 hours. So we are going to feed 99 Silkus greens to Kitone. And do you hear that? That is the sound of Kitone being fed the 99 Silkus greens. You hear that item sound 99 times before you actually get any effects from your greens. So while we are waiting for Kitone to be fed, which probably isn't going to take all that long, we're just going to go ahead and talk about Chocobo breeding. I'm actually looking at my capture card and things are going a little wonky here. Might stop the recording to see what is up. But Kitone has been fed 99 Silkus greens, so she gets Speed Plus, Stamina Plus, Intelligence Plus. They're getting along better. I think that's just the Chocobo's rate of trust in Cloud, and by extent the player. And there you go! That is how you increase stats basically. Now, what we have to do is get 99 more Silkus greens. Ha ha ha!